Alright, guys. Alrighty, guys. We are live. We're doing a special stream tonight. Again, today is July 19th. We're on Wednesday at a 6 p.m. time slot. Normally, if you're kind of consistent to these streams, I usually don't stream at this time or at this day. I figured I'd do this specifically. I spoke to one of the moderators, and I figured because stuff is dropping tomorrow for San Diego Comic-Con release on Funko Store, I figured I want to showcase all the items that are available for both Funko, Loungefly, and talking about the all-important last piece, the Box of Fun. So we'll talk about all that stuff. It's going to be between a 30-minute and 60-minute stream. Normally I try to extend it out to 60 minutes. It all depends what we can get in. Hopefully we can get it between more like 45 and 60s, where I'm thinking we're going to fall into this range of time. Again, if you're new to the channel here, again, I want to thank all the new subscribers who subscribe to the channel. Again, we normally do streams the very first Tuesday of a given month. That would replace my Tuesday video. I didn't put anything out yesterday. I'm working some things. I don't really want to talk about the moderators yet. I got something in my back pocket I'm cooking right now. I don't really want to give it away to them until I'm 100% sure it's solid. But I figured, you know what, let me do a stream today. I don't know if we're going to be doing one in beginning of August, because also that would contradict the winner of the giveaway, which I'll talk about the giveaway right now. So I am celebrating my 7-year anniversary on YouTube. If you guys are not familiar, I started my YouTube career on July 4th, 2016, basically under a whim of, can I even do YouTube? It's something, can I even do it? Is it possible? And I've literally started from 0 views, 0 subscribers, with no knowledge of shooting video, how to basically block out a video, how to put a thumbnail together, how to use Photoshop, how to use graphic design. I had literally no clue, literally about anything. Also, guys, drink a choice tonight. We're doing a little bit of Mountain Dew Baja Blast, and we'll crack into a second bottle of a little bit of Dr. Pepper. Again, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. Just letting you guys know that now. That being said, also in the chat, guys, can you hear me okay? Just let me know, moderators, if you can hear me okay. I think it should be pretty good. So let's talk about the giveaway, the 7-year anniversary giveaway. I'm doing 2 items. I'll put them both into the chat so you can see the links to them. The first item, this is all open to U.S. residents. You don't have to pay for anything. All you have to do is basically go to the particular website, which is called Gleam.io. That holds all the giveaways. Yep, you were, Jackie. The giveaway links are there. You just basically have to subscribe to the channel, follow me Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter. If you do all that stuff, you get additional giveaways, so you get total 7 entries into the giveaways. Thank you, Jackie. So the first item here is a 2-pack. This is the Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant Target Con 2023. I think it's 2023? Yeah, it is 2023's 2-pack. This is basically, of course, reminiscent of WrestleMania 3. Price point for this item was $35 US. This goes out to 1 winner. So here's what it would look like. Let me drop the link in the chat so you guys will have it. So here is the link to this guy, if you guys are interested. If not a lot of people show up, this will be also going on video on demand, probably around 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, where this video takes about 12 hours for my channel to process through for streams. It will show up in 6 a.m. the next day. So if you're catching this on video on demand, if you're on your way to work, you wanted to watch the video, you can as well. And these links are going to be running for the next about 19 days. We're doing the drawing the very first week of August. The second item is a 2-pack again. This time it's celebrating the 40th anniversary of Dungeons & Dragons. This is the Venger Dungeon Master 2-pack. You got Venger on that side. You got, of course, it's not Venger on only one side, because this fits together into a... you put all the boxes together to have a little imprint. You have all the boxes together as a sort of a mural, a backdrop, if you will. We have both Venger and Dungeon Master. You get 2 different dice and 2 different blast effects to put on Venger's hands. Again, pretty cool little item here. Price point for this item normally is about $50 US. This again goes out to 1 winner. I will drop the link as well in the chat so you guys can have that as well. And you can enter this. You can enter both giveaways. You don't have to say, it's not like you enter one and not the other. You can enter both giveaways, but you can only win 1 giveaway. I do those drawings. I'll be shooting a video and basically recording the drawing. I basically run it through the Gleam.io's page, basically, to pull the winner, and it randomly pulls a winner for me. So that's the idea there. So that being said, guys, there's no talk about for toys as far as pickups, because we've done that for about a couple weeks ago. This would be my third stream this month. Normally, again, I do it a stream at the beginning of the Tuesday at the beginning of a month. Since I've had a lot of stuff going on this month, I figured I'd be doing additional streams. And again, I may or may not do a stream at the beginning of August, mainly because of the giveaway pulling the winner for that particular video. Will be going up that same day, so I'm probably not going to do a stream next month. Just letting you guys know that now. So let's get ready here and talk about what's going on. So let me bring over my other computer. Here's the other image. So this will just fade away. Don't worry about that right there, guys. So here's the giveaway link that you see here. This is all the giveaways. Again, these are the giveaways we were talking about. Now we're going to talk about let me take away the video capture. Hold on one second here. Let me pull away. Hopefully this doesn't mess anything up. Let me take away that. There we go. Perfect. Much better. So let's talk about now the most important piece we're talking about in the stream is going to be Funko stuff. If you're not familiar, San Diego Comic-Con is upon us, and we're going to be very close to... Let me get rid of... we have another piece here. Get rid of that there. Perfect. Got rid of both of them. I had two different chat windows open there. San Diego Comic-Con is dropping this weekend, which is going to be in San Diego, California. And they always have exclusives that will be rolling out between Funko stuff, Hasbro, Mattel. A lot of big companies debut their big products there, and they usually have exclusives to the show. Funko is no different, and once again, there's a bunch of stuff to talk about for Funko. Personally speaking, and we even shot a video about 2 weeks ago, which were leaks based on what I'm going to be talking about in this video, and I would say about 95% of those leaks were correct. About 90% of those leaks were correct. There was maybe a couple pieces here and there that were off, and I'll address the ones I know specifically that are off. I know one right off the top of my head that's not off in a bad way. They just designed it a little differently. So let's get into it now, guys. I'll be dropping the links in the chat to you guys right now. So let me bring open the first piece. We'll start there. Let me go to the chat again. Hey Titus, thanks for coming back into the chat. Okay, so here's the link that we're going to right now. This is Funko's own website. These are reputable links. I only put links in that I know the information is correct, it's truthful. I'm not going to try to deceive you with information that's not truthful and factual. I went to this page as opposed to another page only because it'd be pretty easy to cycle through the images, and because the other images were done as a scrolling up and down, and it would kind of be spoiling it from image to image, so I don't want to do it that way. A lot of stuff here I don't know about specifically. There's a lot of anime stuff, things that are kind of out of my wheelhouse, so if you guys know about it, just let me know in the chat, please. So we'll start off. I'm not sure what's going on, Titus. I have no clue what's going on with the comments. I think Jackie could send stuff with no problem. So let's start here with One Peg. This is again, if you notice a sticker on the bottom here, these are all going to be listed as the San Diego Comic-Con stickers. Now, near the end of all these slides, these images here, they'll showcase off who's going to have what shared item. There's going to be a bunch of stuff that's only be exclusive to the show itself, and you can only get those items at the show. And those are the items that I'll talk about, specifically if those items are going to be a low piece count item. And those are the items I'll say, hey, you may want to, if you're looking to make a profit off something like this, to flip it, and I'll call out those particular items. So we'll start off with One Peg here. Let me make my box a little bit, oh, hold on. Go back to, 1 second here. Apologies for that. Let me make my box a little bit bigger, guys. Hold on. There we go. Let me make this a little bit bigger here. There we go. Perfect. And we're going to go back to here. We'll start there. And bring up the check-in. Apologies for that. Okay, here we go. So we have One Peg. This is an anime thing. This is like one of those pop movie posters. We've seen these before in many, many iterations. Many, many IPs do this sort of thing. Next, we had a 2-pack for Demon Slayer. I know Demon Slayer is a very highly popular show. A lot of people really like Demon Slayer. Do I watch it? No, I've heard about it, but I know a lot of people like it. Moving on to one of the items that is the contradiction to the leaks. People were talking that the Rita Repulsa here would have been the robotic version of Rita, where her head was sort of a robotic head. Not sure what's going on, Titus. I'm assuming, Jackie, you're okay with the chat? Everything's okay? Let me take a look here real quick here. Hold on. Make sure everything looks good here. Yeah, we have, yeah, everything looks good here. We have people in chat. Everything looks good from that side. Let's kill this. Let's kill this. Let's kill this. Back to this. Yeah, so Rita here is the kind of contradiction that they knew that Rita Pop was coming out, but they were supposed to have had a robotic head. That was the difference for her. But she looks okay. Not sold on it. I think they should have had maybe her staff to be a full staff, because it looks like in the image it's cut off. It's like, make my monster grow. I think the staff should have been as long as Rita. Awesome, Jackie. Next, we have from Transformers Rise of the Beast, we have Air Razor. She looks pretty good. If you notice, all the rights and what are rights to the pop itself, it's like a bunch of text. I noticed this when I was looking through some of the images. You have Transformers stuff from Permission. You have stuff from All Rights Reserved for Hasbro, licensed by Hasbro. You have everybody involved in this sort of stuff. Next, she looks okay. Am I going to buy her? Probably not. Again, a drink of choice, guys. We're doing some Baja Blast for tonight, or today. Next one is a 2-pack here. And this one here, I was kind of sold I wanted to get, but I don't know why it keeps moving. I don't know why it's moving, but I'll try to keep on pace here. The 2-pack here, not really sold on it. And the reason I think kind of throws me off a little bit is because I don't know why it keeps doing that, guys. Apologies for that. I don't know why it keeps clicking through. I'm not touching the page, so I'm not sure why it's doing that. I'm not sold with this particular item, only because this is the G1 representation of them, and especially Galvatron. His body doesn't look like a pop body per se. It's very squished in and very thin. The Galvatron toy, the G1 vintage toy, is very reminiscent of this pop, what it looks like here. That being said, it doesn't look bulky enough. Also, that's the biggest problem I have with this one. The other issue I have is Hot Rod, or in this case, Rodimus. This is when he's transformed into Rodimus, from Hot Rod to Rodimus. The problem I have with him, he looks just like the toy. I have no problem with that. The problem I have is his fin. The toy for the Rodimus fin doesn't sit this low down on the pop, or on the figure itself. It fits much higher to be up here. In this area where my cursor is moving around, this fin here should have been around this area. Even if you look at the G1 toy, or if you look at, let's say, the Toys R Us re-release of Rodimus, the fin is much higher up, and it really screws up your head when you look at this figure, because it doesn't look right. Everything about this functionally looks kind of correct, with the exception of the fin. But the way Galvatron looks here is how he looked as a toy. He was extremely thin and extremely narrow. That's how he was released as a toy. And they're basically doing a throwback to the original vintage toys from the original Transformers, from the movie. That was their intent here, but it just looks wrong. I was going to buy this. I'm thinking this is a pass, guys. Unfortunately, I'm thinking this is a pass. Moving on. We have some of the mascots. You have the Toucan, and you have sort of like a Freddy Funko dressed up as Toucan, like a Toucan version of him here, which looks pretty cool. We have a Loungefly item. This is the Toucan backpack. This is the Comic-Con version of it, which looks all right. Again, not sold on it, but again, we'll be talking about Loungefly. I have a whole different tab up top here, if you notice here, which will be talking about Loungefly as well. Moving on, we have the Powerpuff Girls. This is the Diamond Collection 3-pack. I believe I've heard rumblings of there people having issues getting this in certain states are not allowing this pop in because of distribution rights, from what I've heard. So be aware of the Diamond Collection here. Again, this is just the Diamond version of the same pops that's already been released, I believe. I think these sculpts have already come out, either other San Diego stuff or other, maybe a Hot Topic release a while back, and they just re-released them as the Diamond Collection. Moving on, you have the kind of Ride the Lightning Barry Allen, which is the Flashpoint version of him. If you notice, this is Flash on the corner here from the movie. You have Bizarro #1, which is celebrating the Warner Brothers 100th anniversary, which they're doing a lot of these 100th anniversary pops. The Gilligan's Islands one, they did a lot of mashups with both Bugs Bunny and Bugs Bunny's crew and the Scooby crew kind of merged together, amalgam together, which I wasn't a fan of. Moving on, We have Snoop as the kind of the gold line 5-inch figure. It looks like it's just his version in this jumpsuit. I don't think they have a Chase version of that one. We have from Shadow and Bone, another pop. I'm not sure the character's name. You have to let me know in the comments, please. We have a version of Hendrix. This version of Hendrix here is a normal release. This blacklight version is a con-only release. Anything that you see here that's considered blacklight, it's all con exclusive. So the only way to get it is through the con. We have Trigon in the question. Right now, I can tell you most Walgreens, not the ones near me, unfortunately, but a lot of Walgreens on the West Coast already have this pop out. This is an exclusive to the show or to Walgreens for Trigon. The question, I think, was if you do this stuff at Funko's booth where they do like a scavenger hunt, you can get this pop at their booth. If you do, you complete set up a scavenger hunt thing, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the question is another item you can get. We have a Talia al Ghul here. Of course, this runs in the DC Comics line for Batman. I do like her armor. She looks pretty cool. Here's the amalgam I was talking about. We have, again, Bugs Bunny, this time dressed up as Fred Flintstone. Why? I don't know why they're going that direction. Can't tell you. Moving on. We have Frodo Baggins holding the One Ring when he's about to, like, kind of toss it in Mount Doom, which looks pretty cool. This, again, is going to be a con exclusive. The Bitty Pops, you normally use, they come out with these Bitty Pops before, which are like, they're this big. They're super, super tiny. I mean, they would be about, like, here's a flashlight. They'd be about this tall for my flashlight here. They're very, very tiny. I would say, let me give you a different size comparison here. Bring this guy in. So he would be about, they'd be about, like, the size of this little energy shield. Like, this piece here to be about this size. Oh, there's a camera. About this big. They're very, very tiny pops, and they're in a packaging, as you see in that screen image. What makes them cool is that they stack on top of one another. They're fully contained pops. They have a kind of a gimmick where the fourth character in the box is a Chase character or a possible Chase. You flip on the back of the packaging, it'll tell you what you can get or availability of those items, which is pretty cool. Moving on, we have the Big Lebowski in this kind of like a weird little pose he did in the Big Lebowski movie. Apologies for the little sniffly action there. Inuasa, more anime stuff. You have a normal version and you have a glow-in-the-dark. I think this is maybe just one version, possibly. Or it could be two. I'm not 100% sure on that. We'd have to look at the breakdown of all the characters if they're coming out with a normal version. I don't think this is a Chase one. I don't think it's a Chase. I don't think so. We have Scooby. If I was going to buy any pops for this coming out for this San Diego Comic-Con release, this would probably be one of them, because I do like the way he looks in that kind of scuba suit. It looks really, really cool. I have a couple Scooby-Doo pops personally. We have a little baby raptor coming out for Jurassic Park. We have a Jurassic Park sort of little packet they come with. They have the pop pin. These are all pins and lanyards they're coming out with. So you got this. This is a glow-in-the-dark. They actually have a pop of this character, and it does glow in the dark. You have a pin, you have a kind of like spinner keychain, and you have a lanyard. You have some sodas. This one's limited to 9,500 pieces. Raptar, and you have the Chase version Raptar of the purple color. You have Daniel Russo from the Cobra Kai show. This is limited to 8,500 pieces, assuming the screenshot is correct. I'm making the assumption that's correct. Moving on. You have Johnny Lawrence, again, limited to 8,500 pieces as well. This is one of the items that I think is going to be a hard-to-come-by item. And I think flippers are going to jump on this big time. The Gaia on the left, this one for Captain Planet, is the normal release. So it's also a shared release, which we'll talk more about that shortly. But the con-only version, the Diamond Collection, is limited to 2,000 pieces worldwide. This item here is going to be stupid money, I think, personally. You might not be a big Captain Planet fan. That's fine. It just has a very low allocated piece count. It's only 2,000 pieces. I think this one is going to be a Chase item people will be looking for. So if you're a flipper, if you're looking for someone who's wanting to sell it on a third party, you know, Amazons, your eBays, that sort of places, your Mercaris, this is where you're going to make some money right here. Moving on, we have Tweety dressed up here, kind of like a little, like a, in the hood version, Tweety here with the hat kind of turned to the side for Looney Tunes. Odd Parents, this is another one that has been sort of allocated. As I think in certain countries you can't get this for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. And I heard rumblings of this from different chat groups, that this item, and I think the Powerpuff Girls are in the same boat, where certain regions aren't not getting this item. I don't know why. Again, probably licensing in those regions is why they can't get them, I'm assuming. Moving on, we have the Caterpillar from Bug's Life here, which looks exceptionally cute. Roger Rabbit, we have Jessica Rabbit, Chase version, sort of a shiny dress. Limited 12,500 pieces for her. Not really sold on that one. We have a new Wicket for Return of the Jedi course. I think this is celebrating the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. Yeah, it's a rap star. That's what it is, Jackie. We have number 1 from Stranger Things, which we've known about this pop for a while. We've seen this that was released, information about this pop, I would say weeks and weeks ago. We knew this one was dropping. Moving on, we have the Little Mermaid, Ariel from the new Disney movie. We have the young version of Leia with the little robot with the little wings from the Obi-Wan show. We knew about a Short Round. We knew this was going to be held. It was supposed to drop in one of the Indiana Jones waves. It was held specifically for the show release, and that's going to be coming out for the show. Because this was, I think, originally supposed to be in one of the Wave 1 or Wave 2s for the Funko Pop release, but they held it back to be dropped at the show. This is sort of Funkoville. That's one of the big things they're doing now, Funkoville, as well as the VHS tapes, which is called, I think it's called Rewind. It's sort of like another take on Soda, on Funko Soda, but done as a VHS tape, and you can get chases in there as well. So it's sort of like a throwback and an amalgam, if you will, or almost what's the word I'm looking for? A reference to an older thing, which was the idea of Blockbuster. That was the idea for it. And that's where it's going to be coming up in a second here. Let me go back a little bit. An homage. That's the word I'm looking for. Rook, that's the word, an homage. So the Blockbuster stuff is an homage, which we'll see in a couple of slides going forward. So we have kind of a Freddy Funko with the little sea creature, a blacklight version, which means this is going to be a show exclusive. Anyone that's going to be a blacklight, again, is a show exclusive. Another Freddy Funko. You see the little Rewind Blockbuster tape for the dog, and you have a Freddy Funko Pez dispenser. We've seen a lot of Pez dispensers recently. Another Freddy Funko. This time it's a snorkeling Freddy Funko, limited to 13,000 pieces. Here's what I'm talking about. Blockbuster Rewind. So this is their new take, their new IP they're doing, and they're debuting it at San Diego Comic-Con. They're having a store kind of built and erected, a store putting in place that's going to look sort of like a Blockbuster. The idea is that it looks like an old VHS tape box. So when you open it up, you can get these sort of new stylized versions, this sort of Freddy Funko here, as a comic hero, or you get a Chase version of him looking like this. So it's a different, it's not a Soda per se, it's a Blockbuster Rewind collection. So it's just a different IP they're doing. They're trying something a little different. Funkoville, if you weren't aware, again, this is talking more about the sort of the theme. Funkoville is going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. They're doing the itty bitty pops as well. Again, the small size pops. This is Lilith from Marvel, I believe, which looks pretty good. This is, if you're going to say to me, Rook, if you're going to buy anything here, this guy I want. This Midnight Sun Ghost Rider looks really, really good. I think they've only released 2 Midnight Sun characters as far as I know. It's sort of a darker version of certain characters they know from Marvel. They released Iron Man in sort of this mystic-looking armor. This same sort of color scheme, this black, reddish colored neon suit. It looks really, really cool. You can get it. You had to buy, I think, the Midnight Sun game, or one of the games, months ago. That's how you got that pop. They're releasing this Ghost Rider now as the sort of second item in that wave of these Midnight Sun Pops. This might be bought, and this, I believe, is a GameStop exclusive. I'll probably go to GameStop and purchase it on release day, which is probably going to be tomorrow, I think. So we'll be talking about that shortly, as far as release day goes. So this one looks really, really good. I like this Ghost Rider. We have this guy floating around from Quantumania. So I think this is MODOK, I believe. This is how I think MODOK looked in the Quantumania. For Ant-Man and Wasp, I didn't see it, so let me know in the comments. I think this is MODOK. We have Spider-Man celebrating the 25th anniversary. They did a few of these sort of releases before. They had a Batman one. The idea is to release an older sculpt that came out, which has been vaulted and is very, very expensive. It's coming out in this case here. You get a card. It comes on a really cool stand. It says year 1 on it. You get a coin and you get a pin. The pricing, I'm not sure. The pricing is probably $50 is what I'm guessing, but I could be wrong. We have Thor: Love and Thunder. We have Thor in this sort of the toga-looking thing he had on in the movie. The Ghost Rider looks really good, Kane. Looks really, really sharp. I love the way this Ghost Rider looks. That looks just super, super, super clean, super sharp looking. That looks really cool. I like the chain that's on fire on both ends. It looks really, really good. And that's Gore's daughter, I believe, holding Stormbreaker. Moving on, we have, I think it's Carol Danvers holding, they had these axe, one of the stories from Marvel, they had these weird powerful axe weapons. I'm not sure of the storyline. I'm not very familiar with some of the newer Marvel stuff. So this is Carol Danvers all powered up when she had this axe. So it's very, very cool storyline that came out from what I've heard. But very neat looking version of Carol Danvers. I believe it's Carol Danvers. You have Hunter x Hunter, again, more anime stuff, supersized pop. So it's probably a 10-inch pop. Again, more Hunter x Hunter stuff here. You have Tony the Tiger. Now, this version where he's surfing is the normal version and shared version that you can get. This flocked version, limited again to 2,000 pieces, you can only get it at the show. Only at the show will be this version, just like that Diamond Collection version of Gaia for Captain Planet. This is going to be a chase item. People are going to be looking for this one. This one's going to sell fast at the show. And again, the only way we can get this is at the show. Moving on, we have some more sodas. Tony the Tiger again. You have 10,500 pieces. Normal version, and again, surfboard version of Tony the Tiger. We have a soda, which is going to be the 3-liter soda, I believe. Yep, 3-liter. You have Vader and you have Clear Vader. From what I heard, the chases are 1 of 6. So it's very difficult kind of to get the holographic version of Vader here, because it is 1 of 6, just like most chases. Johnny Knoxville, when he entered, though, I think it was for Royal Rumble, I believe, is when he was dressed like this, or it was when he fought Sami Zayn. I'm not 100% sure. And now, those are all the items that were released for San Diego Comic-Con. We'll talk Loungefly in a second, but I want to talk about what's available. So this tile that you see here, everything you see here is on the Funko's website, which is going to be dropping tomorrow at, I think it's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, if I remember correctly. I think it's dropping at 9 a.m., 6 a.m. Pacific Time, if I'm correct. So 9 a.m., be aware, all this stuff is dropping. So anything you see here, it says Funko.com, you can get it on their web store. If you keep going here, here's where the exclusives come into play. Here's what you get for Hot Topic. Here's Amazon. Best Buy even has some stuff. You have Moeller. I'm not sure who Moeller is. Walgreens has, of course, Trigon. You have Toy Tokyo. You have Show Only, which we'll talk about that in a second. At the bottom here are all the GameStop items. Again, that Ghost Rider is looking spicy. I got to get me that Ghost Rider. Here are the Show Only items, which I talked about. Anything that was a blacklight is Show Only. It's also including the Flock Tony Tiger on a surfboard, Gaia, the Diamond Collection, all the Powerpuff Girls here, all 3 of them. The Diamond Collection is Show Only exclusive, and Jimi Hendrix Show Only, and Freddie Funko Blacklight Show Only. So these 3, the Powerpuff Girls, are Show Only exclusives. So I'm surprised there were 2,000 pieces. Maybe I missed that. I'm not 100% sure about that. Target has some stuff as well. For your entertainment, which I believe is sort of like an offshoot, I think, of Entertainment Earth, but I'm not sure exactly. Very cool, Jackie. You have Entertainment Earth here as well. Box Lunch, Books A Million has an item, and, of course, eBay. The question is the eBay exclusive item. Canada has their own stuff. Mexico has their own stuff. And Chile has their own stuff. And Peru. And, of course, you have a couple of Guatemala, Costa Rica, Panama, and Ecuador. And we're back to the top. Now let's move over to Loungefly. Loungefly stuff, same deal, 9 a.m. It's going to be available on Loungefly booth here, July 20th. They're saying 9 a.m. Pacific time. So if it's 9 a.m. Pacific time, maybe the stuff's going to be dropping at noon. maybe it's not 9 a.m., maybe it's noon. So keep your eyes open. I thought it was 9 a.m. I could be wrong. It says here stuff at Casino Comic Con booth will be available on Loungefly.com at 9 a.m. Pacific time on Thursday, July 20th. So maybe at noon, guys. I might have misspoke. It may be noon according to what I'm seeing here. Okay. So we have this Black Croissant, which is from Book of Boba Fett, the Black Wookiee. He has a bag coming out. You have the TIE Fighter lenticular mini backpack, so most likely the eyes here will probably shift. The Boba Fett Kristen Wookiee backpack, again, it's a mini backpack, $90. The TIE Fighter backpack, again, $90. This to me is an enigma. I don't understand this one. Normally when they come out with these more expensive bags like this one here, normally it goes hand in hand with a pop, much like the Castle Grayskull and the Sorceress Power the Power of Darkness Sorceress. They came as a collectible set. It was $125, same price as this one here, and it was limited, I think, to 3,000 or 4,000 pieces worldwide. I have that item personally. So it comes with Grayskull and a pop. This one, all we get is Soundwave for this particular item. And what I'll do is I'll move myself out of the way, and you can read what's listed here. So the odd thing about this particular bag is it doesn't say it's coming with a pop. If it came with a special Soundwave pop and was limited to 3,000 or 4,000 pieces, 100%, $125, easy. But why it doesn't say that, I'm not quite sure. I'm a little bit confused about the price point. I can only make the assumption they use the term vegan leather. So maybe this is an all leather bag. It's not like faux leather, like a normal, let's say a Loungefly backpack. Most of them are faux leather, so it's not real leather. Like your Dooney and Burke bags are all leather bags. Maybe that's what this bag is. But I usually don't see Funko doing that. They're usually doing faux leather. So it doesn't make sense to me why this is $125. This, again, doesn't make sense to me. I'm a little bit confused. They also have a pin set here, which is something different, which is $20, which is kind of neat. It looks like, from what I'm seeing with this pin set, is that you can open the front door of the pin, and you can put the cassettes in, Soundwave cassettes into it. Now, if this thing came with this bag, then maybe a $90 bag, you want to slap this pin set with this, then okay, I can understand that. But these look like they're separate items. The pins and the bag look to be completely separate entities. They're not together as one unit. You don't have like the pin set here says included with the bag, the pin set. It doesn't say that. Then the price point, okay, I could see $125 if you could make it all faux leather or all leather. I think they call it premium leather. Premium vegan leather. Then yeah, I get that. Again, doesn't make sense to me. Moving on. We're going to crack into some Dr. Pepper now, guys. This is a new Stitch bag. It looks, I think, flocked on the face. For what it looks like here. Yeah, I'm thinking that, Jackie. I think it's all leather. That's why it's $125. But Loungefly is not known to make all leather bags. It's not their jam. They're putting a higher end material together to jack the price point up because it's a more durable material. But normally they don't do that sort of stuff. It costs way more these days. Yeah, 100%. So we got the Stitch and Scrum Buddy Mini Backpack. Again, $90 for this guy here. He comes with a little Scrum guy, and it looks very cute because he's holding the bag. Now, can this bag detach? Let's see if it says you can detach it. It doesn't say that you can detach it or not, but it looks like it's flocked. Like the head here looks to be soft material, so it looks like a flock bag. Again, can you remove this pouch? I don't know. I can't tell if it has side pockets, what I'm seeing here. Usually $90 bags, though, usually have side pockets, so I'm making the assumption it probably does. This is kind of cool here, the Heimlich Pop and Bag Bundle. So this is what I was talking about. When you have a pop and a bag together, it's $120. So you get the Heimlich Caterpillar with the bag. So you get the Casey Jr. and cookies. It looks like you have side pockets on this one. What you can do is there's a clear centerpiece, so you can literally slide the pop out of the bag or like out of that plastic spot and put him back in. Now, if you slide him out, there's still basically a hole in the center, but I believe it's, I don't know if it's hollow completely or it's just clear. No Scarlet Witch stuff that I know about, never. I didn't see anything. They might have something for when it comes to Sideshow Collectible or Hot Toys, but this specific stream we're talking about is just Funko, Loungefly, and a Box of Fun. So there was no Scarlet Witch stuff specifically in San Diego Comic-Con releases for this year. So I don't know if there's going to be a hole there or not. It'll be kind of weird if you don't. But that gives you the option then to slide out whatever pop they have and slide a pop you want in. So if you wanted to have Casey's Junior Cookies to put a different pop in, you probably could. This one is pretty cool. I just got finished watching about a week ago the new Guardians 3 movie. I never saw it. I finally watched it. This is kind of cool having Groot and Rocket. You have baby Groot in the little pot. I do like that. You can see there are going to be side pockets on this one here. I definitely like bags with side pockets. The wife likes bags with side pockets. If it's stitched together, you have no spot to put your phone unless you put it in the front. Is there a front bag here? A front zipper component here? I'm not sure. I can't tell if there's a zipper that goes across the top of the back here and then another zipper for the actual physical bag. I can't tell from this picture. We can tell from this side here, if you look at this image, this one here, okay, so we have a zipper here in the front. So we do have a zipper right there. That's what my question was. Again, you have side pockets and one big zipper middle component pocket. So I do like that. That's pretty cool. He does come with a little cosplay tail, which is very, very cute. It looks like it's on a carabiner, so you can snap it off, I'm assuming. So if you don't want to lose your I liked Guardians 3. I actually did. I didn't think I would like it. Never. I enjoyed it. You can snap off the tail if you wanted to, so you won't lose it. So I do like that idea. It's very, very cute. And let's see, we have the inner print of it. Let's take a look at the print. The print's cute looking because you have Rocket in different sort of looks, with Groot sort of dancing around in different looks for him as well. Very, very cute bag. Is it worth the $90? It says "We Are Groot" on the back, which is very, very cute. This I can see. I can see getting this bag. I'm probably not going to, but I can see someone buying this bag. It's a very cute, very stylized bag. Then we have some Jurassic Park stuff. Neon 30th Anniversary Mini Backpack. This to me is not $90. Even with the glow-in-the-dark gimmick here, and this is, again, vegan leather. They're using the term vegan leather again. So I don't know if this is a true premium leather or faux leather bag, but I've seen this same identical bag, normal treatment, normal Jurassic Park colors. Just because you're making it glow in the dark shouldn't make the price that much higher. To me, it's not that. It's not worth $90 is what I'm getting at. This is a bag you could probably wait for, personally speaking. If it doesn't sell out. I saw it. I don't think it was bad, never. I actually enjoyed it. The wife enjoyed it. She hates stuff to do with time travel. She really enjoyed Flash. She got a kick out of it. Great movie. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. As far as this bag here, my personal opinion, not $90. If they don't sell out this bag, then I would wait for it to go on sale at Loungefly's site weeks later. That's what I would do. And that's it for that one. Now let's talk about the big boy. And I have to put a tweet here. I'll leave this right here. Let me move my little image out the way here. I'll put myself over here now. Just like for the last several years for San Diego Comic-Con, they always come out with the Box of Fun. Last year's Box of Fun in 2022 was a really good box. One of the items for it is right here. Let me grab it. I still have the item. And one of the items I got out of the Box of Fun was the Freddy Funko Darth Maul limited to, I think it was 4K, 4,000 pieces. This was the Black Light version, or the Black Light Battle Box. That's what they called their Box of Fun that year, was the Black Light Battle Box. You got 3 pops and a mascot, so you got 4 total items in the box. The box, I think, was, I want to say it was either 50 or, I think it was $50 or $65 US, if I remember correctly. And it was a very good box, all things considered. You had a lot of variety in those boxes. You had 4 different mascots to pick from. I think I had the raccoon one, and those boxes were mapped out by people. So as people were getting these boxes, they looked at what was in those boxes, they had a number on them, and they categorized all the items in those boxes. And then, depending on the box number you got, would tell you what you would get in the box. So you didn't have to crack the box open. People were flipping these boxes. I can tell you right now, people are flipping these boxes for ridiculous amounts of money online right now. I'm going to take a look real quick here. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to see if I can find something in real time. If I was any person, Funko Box of Fun 2023. I'm going to eBay right now. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to pull up some real world stuff for you. The Box of Fun, again, is much like they did last year. They were doing these, again, they were doing 1 mascot and 3 pops. They were sold out in minutes. They were hard to get a hold of, but more importantly, they were hard to flip. I flipped a good chunk of those boxes. Mascots, most of the characters went. I think the only thing I kept was that Darth Maul. I think everything else I sold out of the box. I think the box, I want to say I think it was $75. I think it was. This year, I think if you see something that says Fun on the Run, that's something completely different. Don't get that confused with this one. So people are selling this box now for $300. This guy is. There's 5 watchers on this box. I think the box is selling for $100. She's not going to be buying any bags, Jackie. She doesn't like any of them in this roundup here. This one's selling for $250. One's selling here for $175. This guy's selling a box here for $600. Why would I get that when I could buy the same box here for $175? Doesn't make sense, guys. This guy's an idiot. He put this up to keep track of the pricing. This guy's $248, $289, $300. So these are going between, except for that guy who lowballed here at $175. $175 on that one. Go back to this here. So people are flipping them for about $300. So they're trying to double their money. I think these boxes, from what I've heard, rumblings, are selling for $100 US. So what come in the box? You get your mascot, one of these 4 mascots you can see on your screen here. You can get the Chase Peak Eagles, the Pakawaka Lumberjacks, the Protomoa Wolves, or the Fun Amok Bears. If I was going to get a box, and I'm on the fence right now, I'm not sure. Yeah, agreed, never. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a box. The coolness factor is doing the video, doing the unboxing, and seeing what you get. It's a crapshoot. It's like buying a lotto ticket. Here's the important part with this box. It's different than last year's box, because last year you got 1 mascot and 3 pops. This year you get 1 mascot, 2 sodas, and 3 pops. This is causing the increase of the box to go from, I think, it was $65 or $75 to now $100, at least from what I've heard. So all 4 of these teams will be available on Funko's store tomorrow. This drops, I didn't mention yet, this drops on Friday. Yep, they want the money. So this drops here, if you notice, Friday. This Funko Finders is a very reputable tweeter, very reputable guy on Twitch, on anywhere. I know this guy. He's very reputable. He knows his stuff. All this stuff basically came out of the Funko.com's website. He just basically parsed the information and made a tweet. So here's the big takeaway with this box, and this is why I was on the fence originally. I was like, maybe I'll pass on it. One piece of information makes me go, this is very, very odd, and this is the point I want to get away with here. This verbiage was stripped right out of Funko's website. And this is the part I want to draw your interest to. Look, it was called Camp Fundays. That's what they're doing that's why it's called Camp Fundays for this box. If you see the box says Camp Fundays 2023, you had Blacklight Battle for 2022. It was thematic. That's the Camp Fundays is their theme for this year's release. What makes this box different, and I didn't talk about it, is that the Funko.com version of the Box of Fun in my personal opinion, was 10 times better than the box of fun you would have gotten at the show. Those show items were much lower piece counts, but way different characters. From what I've seen, what I've heard, there was not a lot of rollover between what you could get at the home box versus what you get at the show box. The shows had their own individual items that were not counterintuitive for most of the stuff that you get at the box you get at home. There were a few items I think that were spillage between that, but there was items that were exclusive only to the show, which had 400 pieces, 800 pieces, very low piece count items, 1,000 pieces. Those were the show only items. The way this is written and the way this comes across in the tweet and on the website, on Funko's website, you can look it up yourself, guys. It says here, it's highlighted in blue. The Camp Fundays 2023 Box of Fun will be available on Funko.com or the in-person Funday celebration. The way this is read and the way this comes across is that they're pulling from the same group of characters that are the exclusives for the show. Meaning they're not segregating the home items, the ones you get from Funko.com's website, versus the show items as two different pools of items. It looks like it's all being drawn from one big pool of items. That I heard some stuff on the Funko Pop Hunters Facebook group asking the same identical question I'm asking here. Is this a true fact? I don't know. But the way this is written and the way it comes across, I kind of think it is. Because it would say the Funko.com items, are different, will have different exclusive to the show items. That being said, will they have the shared exclusive sticker on it, like the Darth Maul one had, or will it have the show sticker? We've had boxes of fun in prior years that you could get the show sticker on those pops. I've gotten them with a exclusive sticker that you would have went to the show with. That a pop that was available at the show from their box of fun. I've got it from the kind of home or Funko.com version of that same box. So it looks like it's drawing from the same group of characters. If that's the case, that kind of pushes me over the edge to possibly buy this box. The only thing I'm probably going to be buying for San Diego Comic-Con, complete honesty, complete transparency, guys, the Ghost Rider pop, which looks amazing. I'm probably just going to go down to GameStop and purchase it myself. And probably the Box of Fun on Friday. So all the stuff that I talked about earlier, the Loungefly stuff, all the other Funko stuff, all the stuff drops tomorrow. It looks like noon Eastern Standard Time. But be aware, keep your eyes open. Maybe check the Funko store, Funko.com at 9, see if it drops. At worst case, noon. It's going to be either between 9 or noon. One of those two times. I'm not 100% sure. Let me go to see Funko.com. Let's see if they say anything. Let's see if we can put that to rest right now. Let's go to Funko.com. There's Crow. That's a new Crow. Okay, we have it right here. Here's their answer. It looks like it's dropping at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, so it'd be 9 a.m. I am correct. My original words were 100% correct. I thought I was correct here because it says 6 a.m. PT time, Pacific time. So that means the Loungefly is going to be dropping at noon. I thought they'd be dropping at the same time. They're not. Loungefly is dropping at noon. Funko now is dropping at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, be aware of that, guys. I had to kind of reset what I originally said, and I was correct. So 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when this stuff will drop. And they talk all about it. If you wanted to go to the website, I'll put, again, the link to their site right here. We'll drop that in right there for you guys. And they talk about the bullpen. We went through all these images already. We showcased all this stuff. They talk about, and the stuff I was talking about in that Twitter, if you go down to the very, very bottom of this article, they talk about the Box of Fun right here. Not always, Jackie. So they talk about Box of Fun here. You got a whole new Box of Fun. There are 4 new items, and this is where where the Funko Finders took the information and put it for their tweet. Because even inside this information, it does say on the screen, I'll move this down over here, put my chat back up right there. It does say here, Camp Fundays brings a whole new Box of Fun. There are 4 new theme teams. Each box is full of limited edition exclusive collectibles only available through the Box of Fun. Available on Funko.com or the in-person Funday celebration. So again, it looks like the same group of items are pulling from the same group of exclusive pieces. So it's not like the items that were at the Funko.com box and the Funko exclusives at the event themselves are completely different. It looks like they're all pulling from the same group of items, same pool of items. If they're going to keep that theme, keep that idea true, that may mean that we're going to get those boxes at home with the San Diego Comic-Con logo on them. It could be. We've seen it happening in the past on mystery boxes that came out. I've seen it done. It doesn't happen very often, but it can happen. Are they doing that? I don't know. Again, as I mentioned before, the information is ambiguous. You can't really draw a conclusion based on what's written on the page. It looks like it is. I could be wrong. So that's what they're talking about this event. It was extremely expensive to get to this event. It was hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get these tickets. They were not cheap to get these tickets to go to this event. So it is what it is, guys. So let's get out of here and get back to our tweet, which is right here. Bring it back open right here. Perfect. Excellent. Yeah, the only thing I have my eyes on, Jackie, right now is the Ghost Rider. I want that Ghost Rider pop, that Midnight Sun. I think it looks really, really good. If I do buy that one, then I have to absolutely buy the Iron Man. I need that Iron Man. Let me see if I can find that Iron Man real quick here. Let's see if I can find it here. Funko Iron Man Midnight Suns. It looks really, really good. I'll find an image of it here for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah. Tell me that does not look super, super cool. Tell me that does not look awesome. I originally saw this pop, and I went, again, I'm not a big Marvel guy. I like a few Marvel books here and there, a few Marvel characters. But I saw this Iron Man because, like, the mystic look, the way it's inlaid with the line work here, it looks really, really good. There's a term for that. I don't know the term off the top of my head. For like intricate line work like that, it just looks really, really cool, really, really badass. I want to get that one, of course, Midnight Sun. They look really, really good. That's what I'm looking to get my hands on, as far as I'm concerned. So it's going to be the Midnight Sun pop. Definitely. I wanted that 2-pack it hurts me so bad. I want that Transformers 2-pack. I want the Rodimus. I want the Galvatron. I think that was $35 for that one, but I can't bring myself to buy it because it just looks goofy. Yes, I can leave them in the package. I know that, but it just looks weird. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Let me grab my Rodimus real quick here. So this is the Toys R Us version of Rodimus. This is a newer release version of Rodimus. This came out maybe 6-7 years ago. About 7 years ago. Yeah. So here is the Rodimus that I have. If you notice, his fin is way high up on his back. Even the G1 version of Rodimus, this fin is very high up there. More so, let me give you an image to show you what I'm talking about, so it would make even more sense. So let's go to a Rodimus Transformers G1 toy. You'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to show you an image of Rodimus in its transformed state, if I can find one. Here we go. Perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for. You can understand what I'm talking about now, guys. It will make perfect sense. This is the toy, how he looked for his G1 version. Let me move myself out the way here. Hold on. Here we go. If you notice here, and we'll kind of end the stream in a second here. See how high that fin is? Right here? This is the problem I had with the pop. This fin sits right down here in the middle of his back. It doesn't look right. It looks off. Yep. Right, Never? Yep, I do have him. That's the Transformer. This is the Toys R Us exclusive, I believe, of Rodimus. I have him sitting next to my Optimus. So, I have a few Transformers here and there. Ones that I really wanted, and this Rodimus was just too cool not to get. Very cool looking version of Rodimus. But the one that you see on your screen, again, the fin sits really, really high up. Even if you're going to make a version of a pop version of this exact figure, you need to make the details. The attention is in the details. The subtlety is in the details. Let's look at Galvatron G1 toy. And you'll see what I'm talking about for that as well. We'll go to eBay here. And as you can see here, this is what I'm talking about. He's very, very skinny. The pop great rendition of it here. It looks like this toy. He's supposed to be skinny and kind of pulled in. That's how the G1 toy looked, and I get that. But the G1 version of Rodimus doesn't look right. It looks completely off to me, guys. I don't know why they went in that direction. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't get why they decided to go in that particular direction. It's just very, very weird to me. Very, very odd. Again, it doesn't make sense. I'm very, very confused why they decided to make the character like that. It's off. It just doesn't, and that's what kind of throws me off. That's why I don't want to get that 2-pack, and it hurts me because I want to put it on the shelf next to that Rodimus. I really, 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 really want to, but I can't do it because it just looks too goofy. Even though the image from what we saw here looks correct, and I can't bring myself to get that item. Agreed, never. I was hearing rumblings of it coming back into big box stores, like they would have their own store again. I heard rumblings of that about a year ago, but it has not come to fruition yet, unfortunately. Some Macy's Toys R Us are better than others, I've seen. Usually a bigger Macy's will have a bigger Toys R Us for their inner store. But it's just a damn shame that we don't have Toys R Us back. It hurts so much not having a Toys R Us. But again, it is what it is. That's what happens. But those what let me know in the comments what you guys are going to get at San Diego Comic-Con. Are you getting anything at all? Are you getting any Loungefly stuff? Are you going to get the Box of Fun? I'm thinking about getting it because I could probably flip the sodas. I probably can if I don't want them. I probably can flip the sodas. I'm not too worried about that. But I'm not sure, guys. I'm not. Looks frozen. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure yet how I'm going to do it or what items I'm going to do it with. Well, I saw the entire box. I don't know. I'm on the fence just because if the verbiage is true from what was written in the tweet and on the Funko's website and the tweet, that the items that you get for Funko.com and the show are the same, pooling from the same items. They may have a San Diego Comic-Con sticker on them. That makes it 10 times more valuable. So I'm not sure how they're releasing it yet. I haven't heard yet. I bought the box here. I can't remember if I bought the Halloween box. I might have skipped the Halloween box. I think I skipped the Halloween box. I got the Blacklight Battles box. And that's where I got my Darth Maul, which I'm very, very happy about. But am I going to buy this year's box? I'm not sure. I may speak to the moderators. I might ping the moderators about it and get their opinion on it. But I'm not sure yet. Ah, yes. I heard about that. Never, you may want to keep your eyes open to Sideshow, because Sideshow has dropped their pre-orders, I believe, for San Diego Comic-Con, and they're showcasing off all their new stuff. One of the items I did see, didn't go into detail, is the video I saw. They have a Eddie from Iron Maiden, a bust, and an Eddie version of a statue. So I'm thinking about maybe getting one of those, depending on the price point. I'm not going to pay Sideshow money. I'm not going to spend $300, $500, $600 for an Eddie statue. I have another Eddie statue already, which is about $50. It's a PVC statue. I got a Hot Topic. So I'm happy with that statue, but if I can get another Eddie statue, I'll be all for it for Iron Maiden. What did you get for 55 below retail? Never. Yeah, I guess looks like looks frozen. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with you, Titus. Maybe you want to refresh your stream. But we're going to be calling it quits in a second anywhere. We ran for an hour, as I said we're going to. I want to thank everybody who came into the stream tonight. If you missed anything, check out the video on demand. Again, to be completely clear about release dates, tomorrow, July 20th, at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 a.m. Pacific Time, the Funko items will be releasing for San Diego Comic-Con 2023. All the items I talked about will be releasing. Go to their website if you're looking for anything specific. At noon, technically Eastern Standard Time, you're going to be getting, which will be 9 a.m. Pacific Time, Loungefly will be dropping all their bags at that time for Loungefly.com. The next day, July 21st, will be Funko's Box of Fun. If you're looking to get that item, definitely go there early. I think it's going to be dropping at noon, I believe, on that time. I don't know if I had it listed here. Excuse me. It's dropping here at 9:30 a.m. Pacific, which would be 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. I didn't mention that before. 12:30 p.m. on Friday is Funko Box of Fun. Again, I believe the pricing for that is $100 US. The problem I have never is that this particular computer, I tried doing it. You could watch, I did a beta playthrough of DC Dual Force using, of course, OBS, which is how I do the streams here. My computer is just choking. It could barely handle the stream as it is. It's a very older computer, and it couldn't handle gaming at all. It's something that I'm not the greatest gamer at all. I'm a really bad gamer. I suck at gaming. I enjoy it, but I'm not good at it. So I did a complete walkthrough for about an hour, hour and a half, about an hour, 10 minutes of DC Dual Force, which is a trading card game or digital trading card game that came out in beta, in closed beta. It's now in open beta. So if you go to DCDualForce.com, you can download the client and play for free. Again, it's a DC's version, kind of trying to go into the space of Marvel Snap. I mentioned it on the stream then, is why do you have you're going into the space of a trading card game, which Marvel Snap is now basically conquering in a digital format and quick play compared to Magic the Gathering. Matches for Marvel Snap take about 2 to 3 minutes, about 3 minutes at max. DC Dual Force games takes much longer to play, but it's only on PC currently, not on mobile. So Marvel Snap is mobile, and you can get a client that allows you to play through Steam. And this is not the same. DC Dual Force is a computer program, computer game, PC game that will eventually be ported over to mobile. So if you're going to try to go for that space, if you're going to try to fight in that space, you should have went with mobile. They didn't do that. Why? I don't know. Shooters, not my thing ever. I'm not good at it. Again, you're talking to a guy that's not good at gaming. I enjoy gaming. I like it. I just suck at it. So that's about it, guys. We're at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, this is a special stream we did tonight just to talk about San Diego Comic-Con releases that are happening this weekend. Buy the stuff that you're looking for. Go to the exclusive to the places that you want to go to. Again, it's dropping at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Funko stuff. Noon, Loungefly stuff for tomorrow. Funko Box of Fun, 12:30 p.m. on Friday. So I want to thank everybody who came into the stream. Thank you, moderators. And we'll be ending the stream tonight, guys, in 3, 2, 1. Thanks for everybody coming in. Take care and have a good night.